Before we plunge into the announcement, it's essential to grasp what particle accelerators are. The Large Hadron Collider, or LHC, CERN's 17-mile superconducting magnet loop, is the globe's largest and most potent particle accelerator. It represents the pinnacle of human scientific endeavor. In truth, it's so formidable that it can replicate the very conditions present at the dawn of all things. However, could this apparatus, designed to unearth the mysteries of the cosmos, harbor the key to something far more forbidding? CERN, established in 1954, ranks among the world's most illustrious research institutions. With 23 member nations and tens of thousands of scientists, it serves as a crucial hub for synergy and creativity. The LHC remains the most important project at CERN, but it is only one component of a vast array of accelerators and research projects. Picture a racetrack, not for vehicles or steeds, but for subatomic particles in a dispute with space and time themselves. The LHC propels protons to nearly light speed, sending them on a collision course that reflects the energy present at the time of the Big Bang. The collisions generate temperatures millions of times hotter than the sun's core. Numerous magnets control the protons through their route, while complicated cooling systems keep magnet temperatures even colder than the vacuum of space. The beams within the LHC are designed to meet at 4 locations around the accelerator ring, lined with 4 massive particle detectors. The 4 detectors ATLAS, CMS, ALICE, and LHCb each serve a specific purpose, probing a wide range of particle physics aspects. Collectively, they function as gargantuan cameras, capturing frames of these collisions. Researchers then sift through the data, looking for indications of the elusive Higgs boson, nicknamed the God particle, and other phenomena that yield hints into the elements of the universe. Through examining the microcosm, we learn more about the big picture. But each response raises new questions, and every discovery opens a new chapter of challenge. The LHC is more than an instrument of science. It is a monument to human inquisitiveness and originality. It embodies our unwavering determination to fathom the fundamental forces molding our universe. Yet, as we extend the limits of our understanding, we must also weigh the ethical and existential dilemmas that surface. Understanding accidentally unleash capabilities beyond our control inside the sacred halls of CERN, where the confines of human understanding are constantly expanded. A revelation has surfaced that sends chills through even veteran scientists. Brian Cox, a former CERN researcher and voice of authority in particle physics, recently issued a pronouncement that has left the world both captivated and apprehensive. Cox's statement reverberates with terrifying clarity. The goal of CERN's Large Hadron Collider is to fabricate a mini Big Bang. Yes, you read that correctly, a scaled-down version of the event presumed to have initiated our universe. Cox elaborated further on the repercussions of this goal, highlighting the remarkable nature of the LHC's ability to make groundbreaking discoveries. This includes decoding the mysteries of the Higgs boson and investigating dark matter, a mysterious substance comprising a substantial portion of the cosmos. Consider holding the power of creation in your grasp, the capacity to conjure the essence of the universe. It's an enticing prospect, yet brimming with danger. The mini Big Bang is more than just a wild idea. It's an actuality that exists in the LHC. The raw energy, pressures, and temperatures precisely replicate conditions from the universe's infancy. It is like witnessing the beginning of time, the very dawn of existence. Indeed, something did catastrophically misfire. In 1978, Russian physicist Anatoly Bugorsky endured a calamity that irrevocably altered his life's trajectory. While operating the U-70 synchrotron at the Institute for High Energy Physics in Protvino, Russia, a malfunction caused his head to accidentally enter the beam's direct path. The proton beam struck his skull with incredible force, entering the back of his head and escaping via his nose. Bugorsky's ordeal was bizarre. He witnessed a light explosion brighter than 1,000 suns, yet felt no pain. The beam's path left a trace of destruction, tissue combustion, and bone damage. Remarkably, he maintained consciousness and even walked to a medical clinic for treatment. The repercussions were both fascinating and harrowing. The beam's trajectory caused localized cellular death, which resulted in hearing loss in one ear and partial paralysis of his face. Yet, astonishingly, Bugorski's cognitive faculties remained unharmed, and he resumed his scientific vocation. This incident is more than just a personal tragedy. It serves as a cautionary illustration of the enormous power and latent danger of particle accelerators. The hazards posed by an accelerator such as the LHC are no trivial matter. The possibility of unexpected reactions with the very fabric of spacetime is not a figment of science fiction, but a real dilemma voiced within the realm of science. One of the most alarming prospects connected to LHC experiments is the potential formation of a tiny black hole. Black holes are zones of spacetime where the gravitational pull is so immense that light cannot escape. They are cosmic consumers of stars, mysterious entities that lurk in the universe's depths. The notion that the LHC could produce such an object even at a microscopic scale is deeply unnerving to both novices and professionals alike. Could such a black hole grow uncontrollably, consuming the Earth internally? Although CERN scientists have guaranteed that any such black hole would be inherently unstable and vanish almost instantly, the mere possibility has sparked discussion, fear, and awe. Understanding how the LHC could generate a black hole involves grasping its core mechanics. When protons collide at nearly light speed, the energy released is massive enough to alter the fabric of spacetime itself. Imagine a taut trampoline. When a heavy object strikes it, the surface curves and dips. If sufficiently heavy, it may form a cavity so deep that nearby objects become trapped. This provides a simple illustration of what might happen inside the LHC in the quantum realm, where the laws of the universe combine the bizarre and the exquisite. Some theories even propose that hidden dimensions might exist within the reality we live in. Under extreme conditions, these dimensions could become accessible. The LHC's collisions might penetrate them, creating a gravitational funnel that culminates in a microscopic black hole. This interplay of particles attracted the attention of renowned scholars, chief among them the late Stephen Hawking. In his writings, Hawking cautioned that the Higgs boson could become unstable when exposed to extreme energies. This instability might precipitate a cosmic vacuum decay, obliterating not just Earth, but the entire universe. Sir Martin Rees, the celebrated British cosmologist, also voiced concerns regarding CERN's experiments. In his work addressing humanity's future, he probed the perils tied to particle accelerator research. His warnings carried an undercurrent of existential dread. He discussed a possible scenario where a poorly conceived experiment could trigger vacuum instability. In theory, this instability might cause a phase shift throughout the universe's structure, engulfing it in catastrophic collapse. Rees didn't merely theorize, he even attached a probability, albeit infinitesimal, to such outcomes. Even the smallest chance, he argued, demands caution and safety measures. The stakes are astronomical, and the margin for error vanishingly small. CERN researchers have modeled probabilities, run simulations, and analyzed theoretical frameworks to demonstrate the LHC's safety. In reality, Brian Cox himself acknowledged the necessity of careful investigation. Aware of public fears surrounding LHC operations, he stressed that comprehensive safety measures exist, complete with exhaustive protocols to ensure operations proceed with the utmost caution. Cox reassured the public that the energies involved are naturally experienced on Earth, and that the probability of creating a stable black hole remains astronomically small. Even if one were created, experts assert it would be minuscule and unstable, dissipating instantly via Hawking radiation as predicted by Stephen Hawking. Some have ventured further, speculating that LHC experiments might open a portal to alternate universes or dimensions. Though the scientific community largely rejects this notion, it has seized the public imagination, becoming a motif of fascination, fear, and myth. The hypothesis of parallel dimensions is not new. String theory, a leading candidate for a unified theory of everything, postulates that beyond the familiar 3 spatial dimensions and 1 temporal dimension, additional hidden dimensions might exist. These dimensions may be compactified or concealed from perception, but under extreme conditions they could be revealed. Consider the LHC as a cosmic key, unlocking gateways sealed since time's inception. When protons collide at energies unprecedented on Earth, conditions might arise where the fabric of reality is tested and doors to uncharted realms are thrown open. Though the likelihood of such phenomena is minuscule, the idea sparks imagination. The world watches closely, mindful of the infinite potential in the LHC's depths for both revelation and risk. As we ponder the implications of the Large Hadron Collider and the organization that runs it, it becomes undeniable that we stand at a pivotal juncture.